In this video, we are going to use Flutter framework to develop a mobile app that shows cricket live scores. In this video, we are going to give a master prompt in one shot and take screenshots of all the further fixes. In total, we are going to build using OpenAI's Codex app without considering advanced engineering. As you can see, this app has been built. There is only mock data, that is dummy data. But we have clearly stated in the master prompt what information is needed in the dummy data. In that, the matches that are trending and the upcoming matches will all come here. After this, if we go to the live match, we will go to the stadium pulse page of that match. Now, who is currently batting and bowling? What are the scores? What is the RR? Who won the toss? We analyze the score below this and say that CSK is ahead in RCB. But this is the base level prediction from the current live score. Then what is the momentum? The current AI smart commentary, that is, we can see both English and Tamil. Then in this place, there is a scoreboard, ball by ball information, teams, and then the information tab. There are 4 tabs like that here. Finally, they have given a thing called what happens if. In that, there is something like conducting a poll. What if the wicket falls? First, what will happen if the wicket has gone now? What will happen if they take 15 runs in the next over? What will happen if the current batting team scores 100? Predictions like this, how do we talk with our friends? Similarly, they have given a card called what happens if. In that, automatically these questions will be predicted. Next is insights. In these insights, all the important information about this match will come here. Then finally, our settings page. Do you want Tamil commentary or not? Then what is my favorite team? We can basically select all these. All these live scores are coming from the website cricketdata.org. 100 hits per day is coming in the free plan. We can send a lot of records only when the pro plan is going. Now, if multiple users are using our app, it is very good to use an effective plan in the pro plan. In addition to that, all other data will come to us. Here, what are the current matches? What is the cricket score? Series search, listing, matches, players list. We can search all these. From player info, they hold all the details. They have kept it in the database. It is being updated live. We take the data through API. That's it. We do all the fixes the same way. Our app, which was a dog version, we will change it to a minimal and light version. In this type, the design will be totally updated. It is a little more effective than our previous design. Cloud app is as powerful as it is powerful. Many updates are being given by Codex, OpenAI and ChatGPT. So we are going to build this cricket live score mobile app development with Codex app. Previously, we used Google's IDE Anti-Gravity to do mobile app development in Flutter framework. Now in the Pro version, we can see how effectively we can build in Codex. The master prompt of the cricket app that we are going to build in this video. Full document is in the description of this video. In the beginning in ChatGPT, I have mentioned all the requirements. How should this cricket companion app be? In which folder is it? I have created a folder in my system called dummy or cricket companion app. In that, only the dummy folder is there. I have added the name of that folder and the path of that folder. Since this platform is iOS and Android, we are going to build using Flutter. What is the benefit of using Flutter framework? Cross-platform will be comfortable. iOS, Android, Windows, macOS, and even Chrome browser can also open our app. All the information is here. I am going to open the Codex app. In this, I have created a folder named Cricket Companion app. I have opened that here. After opening, look here. In the chat on the right side, see if this folder is selected. Now we are going to chat inside the folder. Now, by default, we can give auto review instead of permission. Similarly, product design. Now we are going to start the app first. Product design is better because in this product design, all the skill sets are there. Even though our prompt is very basic, by using this product design plugin, effectively, when a high-level company develops an app, all the thinking and design processes will be included in it. Look at the bottom right side. A product design is there. I will click on it and add it. Now, for example, look at what information is there in this product design plugin. By saying includes audit skills are there. Design QA is there from get context to ideate. Everything is totally defined. Now, if you go to audit skills, how to do this audit properly, everything is provided with detailed skill set information. This is almost every kind of prompt. That prompt is at a very high level, all the set of developers in a big company together. How they define all those definitions are properly included here. Each and every one of them needs their own skills. That set of skills together is a plugin. That plugin is what we are going to use as product design. You can click on each skill set and see. By clicking on that skill set and reviewing it, you can understand that skill effectively. Now, not only product design, we can search for any plugins available related to mobile app development. For example, I am giving an app. There is an extra plugin called Build iOS app. We can add that too. Likewise, further, what extra plugins do you need? You can add that too. Now, every time you will ask for code permissions, right? We can give auto review. Every time we move to the next step by giving accept. Since I am creating this for a video purpose, I am giving auto review. If you are doing this as a real project, this option is not recommended. If you review each one, it will be enough for the next step. Now, next in the plugins, if we come to the add, we can give build iOS app. Likewise, we can set product design. Now, in ChatGPT, I have finally asked for a master prompt that I have given to everyone. If you paste that master prompt here, it will be defined in the file called pastedtext.txt and it will will be pasted in this chat. Now I don't have to say anything in this. I will set the reasoning to high. Then I will give next. Project thinking has started. In this we have added plugins and their skill sets, right? We have to start by buffering all of that. Now I have analyzed everything. Everything is okay. Now if this plan is okay for you, it says approve. I will give it as next approved. Now at this point there are no files in the Cricut companion app. For now this is in the initial setup process. It says that it will take 10 to 15 minutes for this. Since there is an image generation model in OpenAI, it shows here how the UI of this app will be. This is like an AI generated image. Finally, when it comes, we can see how it comes in the output. Likewise, we can see exactly as you can see, it has given 3 types of designs. Since this is a normal app, I will give it as just one. I will tell you to build the design in the first screenshot. After that, it is being built one by one. Now in this place in the folder, there were no files previously. Now the app development process has started. That is why you are seeing so many files here. Each process ends here clearly. Each coding file is written here. First, if a file setup is created, it will further update the edits according to the requirements in the master prompt. It will take 10 to 20 minutes to complete this, at least to see the initial output. Now I have hit my usage limit. Now 0% usage is remaining. I have to upgrade. I had a normal plan. Now I will upgrade and move on. I have upgraded. Now since it is blocked in the middle, I will give it as continue. Further, even though it is in the app building process, I will see what Flutter devices are available now. For that, type Flutter devices and enter. In the previous app development videos, many of you had asked me how the screen of this app comes in your system. If we are building an app for iPhone, we definitely need a macOS system. If we have a macOS system, we can install an app called Xcode in it. It is a free app. It will come up to 12.48 gigabytes. Once installed, its simulators will be in the components in the settings. We have to give get in that. That is, we have to give iOS. There will be TV iOS. There will be Vision iOS. There will be Watch iOS. Then just like developing an app for macOS, those simulators will also be there. Now, since we need iOS for this video purpose, we can install iOS. Once the add-on package is installed, just go to the normal app search and type simulator. In that way, the first iPhone 17 Pro is loaded here. We can change it in any model. Currently, it is in a software update called the 26.5. I will show you the live review after that update. For now, this device is detected in our Flutter devices list. We can see it from the terminal. Now, if you see iPhone 17 Pro is listed, macOS is listed, Chrome is also listed. Since we are using Flutter to build, these 3 platforms will be built on the same code base at a time. So we can see the output in mobile, we can see the output of macOS app, we can see our app in Chrome just like opening a normal website. Now for example, if you just load the iPhone, you will see an ID here. If you type flutter run -d, D means device, space, and if you put this ID there, it will automatically be targeted in this device. Just like the Flutter app in the current folder, we can command from this terminal to open in this device. Now even if I give this, if there are some errors, you can copy the error again and paste it in the codex. Before pasting in the codex, I got Flutter web running here. That is, if you click this link, the browser will load in the codex itself. We can see the first output of our app in a browser as a web app. If you look at the top from Stadium Pulse, that is in the detail of the live match, it shows the highlights in detail. Here trending and upcoming matches. Then how the momentum has been built for that match. It will come like this. Then if you click on the match card that is running live, that match goes to a dedicated page. That is a Stadium Pulse. If you look at that, you will get a summary how the momentum has been built. Current commentary, it will come in English and Tamil in a text format. That's what we wrote in the master plan. Scoreboard, ball by ball, things, info. You will get all these details here. Then what happens if we saw the demo first, right? That's the information. Then inside insights, we will get even more detailed insights. In settings, normal basic settings are available now. In this, if you want anything further, we can put a further prompt and build it. There is no problem with that. Now back to our error. If you paste that error here, we will tell you all the details about where to fix what error. If you come to the settings in Xcode, there will be components. If you click on components, platform supports are available here. As I told you earlier, there is macOS, iOS, watchOS, tvOS, visionOS, all the OS apps that we are going to build. We can see all the simulations from here. In this, we are loading the iPhone in the original macOS. By looking at the macOS and seeing the changes from time to time, we can build it quickly. Whatever changes we say, we will fix the codex. We will see the output of that in the mobile device in the system. If you want this simulator, just give a get here. It will be installed automatically and the simulator will open. Now in the simulator, the first error we have is in the simulator device, we are using the version 26.4, but we have to use the latest version. This is the error that is coming in this terminal. That is what I am doing now. After updating the latest version, it is 26.5. Now this error will not come. However, in the previous step, whatever command we typed the same command. We can launch it in the terminal. Now for the first time, it will take a little extra time. Okay, now it is built. It has started to load properly in our mobile app. Whatever we saw in our web version, the same will be available here too. That is why in a single code base, in a single design for multiple platforms, we have to serve the Flutter framework. Now some errors are coming here. We can fix all those by taking a screenshot. Okay, now we have fixed all the errors for running our app. Now the next process is we have to take the live data of Cricket. For that, what I am going to do is I am going to use a website called cricketdata.org. There are many API providers available. Who is best for our app? How are they economically? How fast do they serve? How much load can they bear? We have to check all those properly. Only after the engineering discussion is over, you can decide which API providers to use. But for now, since we are creating a demo app for video purposes, we are going to use a free website called cricketdata.org. Now, we will get a free API. They will give us a certain daily hit limit that is called a free API. In the paid API, comprehensive coverages of series, matches, squads, ball by ball, all the information will be there. Basically, in the free API, there will be limited features. At the same time, they will give limited load time. Now, in this website, if you see the pricing, you will know all the deals clearly. What free plans are available, in what version of Pro plans, how many limits are they giving. You can see all that from here. Now, I will give sign up and get started for free. I will enter all my information. I will give sign up. They say my password has come in the email. I will take that password and log in. After logging in, I will give this button in the test API. Everything is tested. Some errors may come because it is free, or else it may be in a temporary status for now and maybe in some problem. Those errors come only in series, squads. Everything else is okay and gets solved quickly. Now, in the series list, for example, it says 500 milliseconds. This itself is a lot of time because we have to serve many people. We have to serve them quickly. When it comes to live score, the millisecond delay should be very low. As usual, this is a free API provider. Moreover, since this is a video dummy purpose, I am choosing this provider. Now, what I am doing is the API key is available. I am copying this API key. I will tell you in the codex, like this, I am copying the API code. In this place, there is an API key of figure.org. I have told you to remove all marker data and insert live data. Now it is working. While this is working, we can open another chart from here, just like we saw in multiple agents and anti-gravity. Now what I am doing in another chart is I am giving a simple prompt that improved design, minimal and light ocean. The reason is I don't have dog ocean effectively. Moreover, the design is in an overgradient type, so I have asked for the design in minimal and light ocean. Now both are working at the same time. One is modifying the design. The other is doing the job of taking live information from Cricket data. Now whatever work is done, if you click on the files in that work, you can review it from here. You can see all the changes happening here before and after. You can see all the information from here. Now here we are giving the API key. After giving the API key, we have to add the .env file. It is very important to say that the same .env file is not in gitignore. In security related, the environment variable file should be in gitignore. So we didn't define it and say anything. It is working to find that problem. Now if you see the changes here, it has added the .en file in gitignore. Now here it says that the light version design is done. We didn't say to change the design. If you click on that, it says that I am changing the minimal light UI version. It says some small things like that. If it is okay, it says confirm. I say confirm. So that process has started. This process is also going on. It says that Cricket data is also done. We can see all the reviews from here. We can also see the difference view like this. After closing, I am loading the app now. The app is loading, but since the design is working and going on, the files are being edited. If you see here, I think that is why it is showing these errors. If we don't fix all these properly, we can take screenshots and fix it. Now what I am doing is I am analyzing all the pages. When analyzing, there are many visual errors. If you see here, how is this 82% coming? That is an error. After that, I take a screenshot here and put it here. I drag it and put it in the codex thread itself. Then I take a screenshot of all the errors that I think are there. Look at this screenshot fully. Look at it and fix all the design fixes there. I will tell you like that. After analyzing all the screenshots we put, it is doing all the necessary fixes. Now I am running it for the final time. Now it is better. Previously we saw some errors, right? Those errors are not here now. The errors that were overlapping previously have now come properly. Okay, this is also better. If you see here, without thinking about advanced engineering, basically using the master prompt, we saw how to utilize all the features in the Codex app for app development. Also how to integrate an API, how to update the design changes, how to handle errors, how to attach visual errors and screenshots, and how to provide a further prompt. At the same time, there is a browser in Codex itself. We saw how to load the web app in that browser and how to install the iPhone device in macOS and make it work. If you have any questions or doubts regarding the process we saw now, ask them in the comment section. If you have any ideas about how to build an app like this, tell us in the comment section. See you in the next video. Thank you.